Hey guys, how's it going? It has been a long time, or it feels like it's been a long time since I have stood before you like this with my camera, with my lights and all that stuff. I've been doing more of the vlogging lately, as that seems to have been easier, and I didn't know what I was going to be doing next with my hair. So to bring you up to speed, if you remember, I did the 8RG Light Copper. Well, that turned out to be a color I didn't want. It was a very pretty color, but not what I wanted on my hair, so I ended up removing it with vitamin C, and that turned out to be a disaster. And you guys just need to watch my vlogs so you can like, you know as it happens. And then I went over it with my all-time favorite Sally's color, the 8RRV in Paprika. I want to see if I can do another DIY overtone, this time using Artic Fox, to see if I can keep it looking this color, or at least this intense, this deep, this red, because I don't want it to fade. I want it to stay red. So I want to see if this will do it. So I went to Sally's and I bought for freaking $10.50 each. Like, I'm irritated about that. They don't have the sign on the shelf. Like, they don't have the price there on the shelf. So I'm sitting here thinking this was maybe $6, $7, and I think it's because I looked online before and it said it was about that much. And then it rang up and she was like, okay, that'll be like $22 and change, after tax and everything. And I was like, like, I think my heart like came up into my throat and I had to like choke it back down. I got Poison and Sunset Orange. Now, at least one person commented and said that I should mix these two. It's pretty intense, but considering that this is going to be an overtone, so it's mixed with conditioner and it's over my already deep kind of color red, that hopefully it won't be so like, wow, stop sign red. I'm thinking if I do maybe a little of like more of this and a little less of this, so maybe not completely all 4 ounces of this and 4 ounces of this, maybe like 4 ounces of this, 2-3 ounces of this, and see how it looks. I brought my trusty rusty plate again, for me to like swatch it and see how it turns out. And then I still have my Tresemme bottle. If you see, it's like stained yellow from the last time I did the DIY overtone, as well as the conditioner I kept in a bag, but I'm like, it's been sitting for like since the summer, right? So I'm hoping it's still good. Like, it still seems fine, but whatevs. I guess we'll give it a try. It's here. If it turns out to be a disaster, then it won't be my first time. So I have not opened these at all, and I thought that I would open them on camera and we'll do a little swatch. So here we go. So I'm going to start with the Poison. That's a pretty red. Then why does it look so like fire engine red on those that I see online? But it is really bright. I would not want that to be my hair color. But that looks pretty, and I think it'd make a pretty overcast on my hair. And then let's see about the orange, or the Sunset Orange. Okay, so there's that. Okay. I'm looking at my hair and wondering how it's going to look over my hair. And I'm sitting here thinking, is this going to turn out okay? Like, ooh. So let's try to mix both of them and see how they turn out. I'm going to try to do a little bit more orange than red, and we'll see how that turns out. So, and then that's what turned out. That's actually really pretty, but it's still very intense. I like that better than those individually. I feel like this has that undertone of brown, but maybe this will help give it more of an undertone of like red, or like a red orange. But will it look weird with the color that's on my hair already? That's the one thing. Should I just do it? And if it turns out to be, the great thing about overtone, and somebody commented this as well, they made some overtone, and it turned out to be like kind of a mess, and it turned out to be not the color that she wanted. And she said the great thing about oVertone is it washes out. So I think I'm going to mix this whole thing with about half of this in this, and then we're going to give it a try, and then I'll come back Friday when I wash my hair, because today is Wednesday, and I will show you how it turns out. So here is the before. By the way, I did cut my hair. Well, I called it a trim, but my Instagram followers told me that this is not a trim. I did a cut. I did a picture of my hair in the sink on Instagram, and I said, oh, I trimmed my hair. It feels much better now. And they're like, trim? Really? So I cut more layers into my hair. I have some like short hairs over here, you see, like these short ones. And I like layers. I think layers look best on my face. I think it's because I have so many angles going on my face already that to have layers like helps balance it. You know, I was getting really tired of how it just looked kind of like there was nothing going on up here, and then right here were all my layers. So I did what I could, just kind of guessing, I guess you could say, like cutting these layers over here. And I do like the more like edgy hairstyles and the more punk rock hairstyles. So I'm not even sure if I'm done cutting my hair, because to be fully honest, I wouldn't mind having some more layers going on up in here and then coming down. That's just kind of my style. Okay, so we're gonna do this. All right, so I'm just gonna clip the corner of this bag and then put it and squeeze it into here for Friday, because I am working on Friday. I might not leave it in for super long. I might just do like a couple minutes. When I apply this to my hair, I do use gloves. I think that's crucial. I've had that asked many times, do you use gloves? And I thought I've mentioned it in my past videos, but maybe I have not. So use gloves because you will stain your hands. Okay, so this is how much conditioner I have. Okay, so I tried putting like a little bit of conditioner on top of this one to see how it would look. And that's actually a really pretty kind of like soft muted pink color. That's not too bad. I could do that over this, I think. I don't know. Why is this so like taxing on my nerves? Let's see. So we will do, so again, this is like 14 ounces. This is 4 ounces. That's another 4 ounces. So I think maybe I will just stick with 6 ounces, and then so that way it's more of a 1 to 2 part. So here we go. There's my, and then this stuff is kind of thick. I do have to ask, because maybe you guys know and I'm too lazy to look it up, but are there semi-permanent colors that you can do this DIY oVertone that are in brown? I have a girlfriend who asked, and I never looked it up, and so maybe you guys know. Are there any semi-permanent colors like this that are just basic brown, like a level 5 brown or a level 6 chestnut or something like that, that they can do this to? Because that would be really cool, so that everyone can have the opportunity to have fun, to have the color they want in their hair with doing this oVertone, wannabe oVertone. You know, if you're going gray, and then there's people, men and women, who are going gray and they don't care to go gray, like how great it would be to have like a brown semi-permanent that you can mix with your conditioner and then just add it, and so it doesn't look like super intense coverage. It looks more like natural. Okay, so there's the orange, sunset orange, and now we're gonna do half-ish of the red. We'll mix this up. I'm making a mess on this plate over here using it as a towel. So we'll mix that up and we'll see how that turns out. Look at my plate. This color right here is the color. Now it looks more orange than this color. I think I'm going to add more red. So this is the color that it has turned out. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want this to be too pigmented just because I don't know how it's going to turn out. So I will show you how it looks on Friday, so keep watching. So here is how it looks. I think it looks a little more pink. Like I'm noticing it here, like right here, and I'm noticing it's less pink back in this area, you know, with the way I applied it. That makes sense. So I'll have to try to make sure that I apply it more back here and everything. But I like how it turned out. Like, I don't know if you can tell, like this looks real pinkish here, and then this looks a little more brown, but it doesn't look bad. It looks subtle. Like maybe I meant to do it that way. We'll just pretend, right? I like the multicolors going on, so I'm not sad about it. I really like it. I'm excited to try it again. So let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Catch you on the flip. Bye.